Hey friends, this is Casey Ann Reynolds in Nashville, Tennessee, health and longevity coach. Have you struggled with looking older due to dry, damaged hair, balding? Like when you touch your hair, it's like coming out in clumps. You have hair all over your clothing. You look in the shower and there's a big chunk of hair, and it's kind of terrifying. And this can also happen like after pregnancy even. And what can you do about it? Is there an easy natural answer? But yes, friends, there is. And please watch this video so you will find the natural answer to your question of how do I make my hair at whatever age you're at thick and full again, because we know that as we age, our hair looks a little bit thinner, dry and damaged, and that does not make you look younger, makes you look older. So anyhow, friends, if you're loving this content, if you're new to this channel, I do videos on health, weight loss. My waist, last time I measured was 24 inches. I will be 57 this year, the same age as Super Bowl, born in 1966. I have maintained a weight loss of 40 pounds. I'm 129 pounds this morning. That does vary quite a bit. So if you're loving that content, if these are things that interest you, losing weight, mindset, how to make midlife changes. I made a big, huge career change recently in my life. Retired from teaching, now in the hospitality industry, and focusing on my content creation. Hit subscribe. Yes. Alrighty. So I'm going to show a picture of me like 10 years ago. And I've never, ever been blessed with good hair. My mom actually said, you have the worst hair ever. And your mom says that, you're like, you know, like, yeah, I went to high school in the 80s and it was all about the big hair. And, you know, I'd get the perms and I would look like a fuzzy poodle for a bit. But I did notice that as I conformed to societal expectations of the stick straight hair that was bleach blonde, the blowouts, and all that sort of stuff, that over time my hair became very dry and damaged. Now, the young puppies in their 20s, maybe even early 30s, they can just keep damaging their hair. And they can go to that hairdresser, single time they're paying $150, $200. But now I go to the hairdresser twice a year, just get a little highlights, get a small little trim, and my hair looks better than ever. So one of the things I noticed about aging, just because I am in the service industry, so I see a lot of people my age generally, or even a little bit younger, is that the fuller and thicker your hair looks, the younger you're gonna look. So you're gonna have to take some maybe somewhat drastic steps. Oh, there's Yuki, he's just not happy because he went to the dentist today and he wants food, he can't have food right this moment. You may have to take somewhat drastic steps to get your hair full and healthy again. This video is geared towards people with wavy to curly hair. This video could be for men, it could be for women, because it's all about the balding and getting your hair thicker and fluffier, because when it's fluffy and thick, kind of covers up wrinkles. So what can you do just getting started to get your hair back to where it needs to be? And this is what I did. You know, as you can see, even before and after pictures, it's been a good year. You're gonna see huge gains in about 3 months, and 6 months is even more amazing. So this, after, it didn't take a whole year for my hair to look this way, it took about 6 months. Okay, so rosemary. Rosemary is the key. So I went ahead and showed you how I start my rosemary water. And this is just simply fresh rosemary and fresh sage. And it's distilled water in a jar. I'm gonna let that sit on the counter for 24 hours. I do heat the water up for about 2 minutes. Then after that, you're gonna keep that in the fridge for 2 rosemary water. Then you discard it after 2 weeks because it will get kind of a little bit of vinegarish. Then you're going to put that into a spray bottle. And the first thing is that if you have fine, very baby fine hair, you maybe tend to overwash it, which I did. So you're gonna wash your hair every 3rd day. 3 days is kind of that perfect holy trinity of hair. So I'm going to do the rosemary treatment at night or in the morning for a few hours, depending upon your work schedule. And then I'm going to use my favorite product. It's on Amazon. You can order on the link below, is the Indian castor rosemary oil. Love it. Amazing. I also use pumpkin seed oil for a little bit of baldness that I was having developing in my back, and also to do away with gray hair. I literally don't have gray hair, which is amazing. I'm 3 years away from 6. I've noticed a huge difference from using those two products. I was a lot more gray when I started using those products, and I am basically at 10% gray, which is what I was when I started going gray in my 40s. So I do not use expensive shampoo. I get my shampoo from Dollar General. Big jar, volumizing, because I have baby fine hair. So heat. Again, this only applies to people with curly hair or baby fine hair. So heat is damaging, and as you get older and older, it's more and more damaging. So I don't use heat except for a little bit of diffusing at the very end. In general, when I am home or I'm sleeping, I'm going to pull it up and just pull it in a little pineapple, keeping it very safe and secure so that it doesn't get dirty, it doesn't get sun damage, so that I don't have to wash it. Don't bleach your hair. Don't dye it red, don't dye it funky colors. I'm not saying this as a judgment. If your hair is 100% gray, I love my gray haired friends. That's the most beautiful look ever. You know, I think we all struggle when you're in that funky in between stage, and that's why I liked the fact that using the pumpkin seed oil, I am no longer gray at all. Yeah, but if you're 100% gray, let your hair be that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gray hair. You can't, just like things, I can't wear booty shorts anymore. I don't wear a thong bathing suit. There's things, I don't drink a bottle of rum at night and go out to party. There's things we just can't do as we get older, but somehow older women are like, well, I want to dye my hair purple, I want to do this, I want to do that, yada, yada, yada. You just can't have all that flexibility with the hair color. So you kind of look at your natural hair color, which that's my natural hair color, and you see some highlights at the end. I do this twice a year. So keep your natural hair color as close. When you do need to touch up your hair, you never use a straightener. So like once you've decided to embrace your curls, whatever your ethnicity is, if you have a curl from the 2s to the 4s, you need to embrace it and love it, because once you straighten it, you're going to ruin that curl pattern. You never use a straight iron. Okay? God has given you. You are beautiful beyond belief. Ethnic hair, whatever your hair tendency, whatever your hair that God gave you, that you were born with, as you get older, if you want to look younger, you need to baby and love that hair that you were given, because that's the hair that's going to shine through. That's those beautiful fluffiness. And as we get older, we need to kind of say, who cares? It doesn't look professional. What the hell? I've been through life. I am going to be bold. Life has always just kicked me in the butt. And if I want a big, huge, crazy hair, I can have big, huge, crazy hair because I've earned it. I've earned my big, crazy hair. I don't need to conform with what society says looks professional. And we're just going to rub that into the scalp. It's really good if you have traction alopecia like me. I have to pull my hair up in a bun at work. So for people that are starting to get that traction alopecia, you want to just kind of rub it into those areas. It's just as effective as Rogaine. It'll stain your hands orange, and for some reason it takes a long time to come out. You can kind of see a little bit orange there on the top of my forehead. Just all I'm doing is just rubbing that into my scalp. Also, castor rosemary oil. This is really sticky. Again, I ordered this on Amazon. To stick it on your hair. And also you can rub that in your scalp. Rubbing oils in your scalp is also going to stimulate that hair growth. to really saturate and spray that. And you're gonna smell the rosemary. If you're not smelling rosemary, you did not make it strong enough. It must sit on the counter for 24 hours. And you can sleep with it that way. Or in this case, it's obviously during the day. I'm gonna just keep it on here for a few hours. Then I washed my hair. Again, I just used the Dollar General products. I think if particularly I have baby fine hair, we're going to use a volumizing product. I think that's really important. And I'm going to put 3 things in my hair. One thing you never want to do if you have curly wavy hair and you want to get those natural curls is to use even a comb or a brush. So I actually haven't combed my hair at all. I'm just going to use my fingers to straighten it out. Okay, and again, this is for somebody with very fine hair. And so say after my hair dries, I'm going to towel dry it just a little teeny bit when I come straight out of the shower. I will wash by John Frieda. It's like less than $10. That's just a leave-in conditioner. So any sort of leave-in conditioner, saturate your hair with leave-in conditioner. You can also use the Dollar General product, root to end. I'm going to use a root enhancing volumizer. I use it all over my hair, just give my hair a little bit of volume, okay? So I'm gonna use it all over, very generous, saturate. And then whatever curl cream, the only thing I'd say with your curl creams is to mix them up. Like use a curl cream that you love, maybe for every other wash, and then try something different. It seems like our hair kind of gets used to this. And by the Dollar General or the Pop Shelf is root to end. That's what I love right now, but 80 to 90% dry. That's super, super key, super important. And as it's drying, so at this point, I typically be putting my makeup on. My makeup's already on. And I'm just gonna take a rag, just a clean rag, and I am going to you just need a diffuser. I got that on Amazon. I think it was less than $20, the diffuser. So the blow dryer doesn't particularly matter. It's the diffuser. You've got to have that diffuser. That is definitely key. And we're only gonna put heat on that hair in a diffuse situation, say for about 3 to 4 minutes at the very most. Okay, so dried my hair, my roots are really dried, and you can kind of see that's the end result. There's no extra curling there. You know, I am going to touch it up the next day with a tiny little curling iron so I can get this little ringlets back. But you can see where got a little bit too messy there for a moment, is just having that fun, natural hair. It did take me almost a year to get here. So if your hair is not there yet, you know, be patient. It's going to get there. Just love, nurture, baby that hair. It's going to make you look so much younger in the long run to have your own natural, beautiful hair versus something that doesn't really fit you or that's terribly damaged. So you need to see all that volume, all that fluff, and basically that's from nothing but product. There's no excessive hair loss. I didn't use hardly any heat at all, and you're just left with natural, beautiful hair. All right, friends, so if you're loving this video, I want you to please click on the next video, the 10 things you can do that are either free or extremely inexpensive to look 20 years younger. These are 10 easy peasy things that are gonna help you look and feel 20 years younger and just be that young pup again. And thank you friends, love you and appreciate you so much. And click on that next video so you can find out what those 10 things are.